All right, today we're going to tackle a problem that's actually a good problem to have. What do you do when your website gets so popular that a single server just can't keep up? We're going to build a really resilient, high-availability web server system right from scratch, using an awesome tool called HAProxy. Let's dive in. So, let's set the scene. Your website is a massive hit, right? Traffic is just pouring in, but your poor little server is starting to buckle under the pressure. Pages are loading slow, maybe it's even crashing. And when that one server goes down, your whole site goes dark. That, my friends, is a classic single point of failure, and it's something we have to avoid. And the solution to this problem is a load balancer. The best way to think about it is like a super smart, super fast traffic cop for your network. It sits out in front of all your web servers and just directs the incoming traffic, making sure no single server gets overwhelmed. Our traffic cop for today is HAProxy, and it's the absolute key to making our systems strong and reliable. Okay, like any good project, you can't just start building randomly. You need a plan. You need a blueprint. So before we touch any configuration files, let's map out exactly what our little system is going to look like. Here's the setup we're going with. It's simple, but it's really powerful. It's a 3-machine system. We've got one machine that's our dedicated HProxy load balancer. That's the traffic cop. Then, behind it, we have 2 web servers, Nginx Node 1 and Nginx Node 2. These are the workers actually serving up the website. And the magic is, if one of them fails, the other one is ready to pick up the slack instantly. All right, blueprint's done. Now for the fun part. It's time to configure the brain of this whole operation, the HAProxy configuration file. This is where we lay down the rules and tell our traffic cop exactly how we want it to behave. Now, I'm going to be honest. When you first open this configuration file, it looks like a lot. There are a ton of options and settings, and it can feel a little intimidating. But I promise you, for what we're doing today, it really just boils down to 2 main sections that we need to understand. And these are those 2 main ideas, the front end and the back end. Just think of it this way. The front end is the public front door to your entire application. It's the one address everyone goes to. The back end is the team of workers in the back room actually doing the work. So traffic comes in the front door, and HAProxy decides which worker gets the next job. Simple as that. Now, inside that back-end section, there are a few lines that are absolutely crucial. Balance round robin is our strategy. It's kind of like dealing a deck of cards. First request goes to server 1, second to server 2, third goes back to server 1. It just cycles through them. And option HTTP check, this one is huge. It tells HAProxy to constantly ping our web servers to make sure they're alive and healthy before it sends any real visitors their way. Okay, our system's brain is configured. But you wouldn't let a VIP just wander around without protection, right? So before we fire this thing up, we need to set up some bodyguards. We're talking about logging, CLNX, and the firewall. These are not just chores, they're essential. We're going to tackle these one at a time. First, we need visibility. We need to see what's going on, so we'll set up logging. Then, we need to give HAProxy permission to actually do its job, and that means talking to SELinux. And finally, we need to open the main gate for our visitors by configuring the firewall. First up, logging. Without logs, you're flying completely blind. You have no idea what's happening. So our first step is to tell the system's logger to listen for messages from HAProxy and write them to their own special log file. That way, we can see every single request as it comes in. Now for security. On modern Linux systems, there's a security layer called SELinux. And it's best to think of it as this super paranoid security guard that, by default, trusts absolutely nothing and lets no process talk to the network. We have to specifically tell this guard that HAProxy is one of the good guys and that it's allowed to do its job. And we do that with this one single command. This is us telling that security guard, hey, it's okay, let the HAProxy process connect to the network. And that little -p on the end just makes sure the setting sticks around even if we reboot the server. And I really can't stress this enough. If you forget this one command, nothing will work. Your whole setup will be dead in the water. HProxy will try to send traffic, SELinux will block it, and your users will see nothing but errors. So we're not disabling security here. We're just creating a very specific rule for it. All right, last bodyguard duty. Our load balancer has its own firewall, and we need to gently poke a hole in it. We need to tell it to allow web traffic, which comes in on port 80, to get through to our HAProxy service. This is what lets our actual visitors get in the door. Okay, our load balancer is configured, it's secure, but it doesn't have anyone to send traffic to. Its workforce isn't ready yet. So now it's time to set up our two Nginx web servers that will be handling all the user requests. Now, this next step is absolutely critical for our test later. We install Nginx on both of our backend servers, but we're going to make sure the main web page on each one is slightly different. One will say welcome from node 1, and the other will say welcome from node 2. This is our secret weapon to prove the load balancer is working. And this is it. The blueprint is complete, the brain is configured, the bodyguards are on duty, and the workforce is standing by, ready to go. It is time for the moment of truth. Let's flip the switch and see if this thing flies. And you know what? The test is so simple, it's beautiful. All we're going to do is ask for the web page from the public IP address of our load balancer, not the web servers directly, and we're just going to do it twice in a row. And would you look at that? Success! The first time we run the command, we get the welcome message from node 1. The second time, bam, we get the message from node 2. This is perfect proof that our round-robin balancing is working exactly like it should. The traffic cop is doing its job.
That's great for a quick command line test, but in the real world, you're not going to be sitting there running commands all day. You need a dashboard. You need a way to see the health of your system at a glance. So, how do we do that?
Welcome to your Mission Control Center. HA Proxy has this fantastic built-in statistics page. All you have to do is go to your load balancer's IP address and add haproxy/stats to the end. You get this amazing live dashboard where you can see which servers are up, which are down, how many requests they've each handled. It's an incredible tool. Awesome. So before we wrap this up, let's just go through a few quick pro tips and golden rules to make sure your load balancing adventure is a smooth one. Okay, seriously, burn these into your brain. First, always validate your configuration file before you restart the service. It will save you so much pain. Second, keep that stats page open. It's your best friend. And please, trust me on this. Don't forget the firewall rules on the Nginx servers themselves. And don't skip that SELinux command. Those two things are probably where 90% of people get tripped up. So there you have it. We've successfully built a working, fault-tolerant web server system. But honestly, this is just the starting line. The next logical steps for a real production system would be to add HTTPS for encryption, or maybe configure even smarter, more advanced health checks. So I'll leave you with the final thought. Now that you have this solid foundation, what's the next cool feature you would build? Thanks for joining me.